Wings of Fire, A Journey from Struggle to Triumph. Part 1. The Seed of a Dream. In the small village of Rampur, a boy named Aditya sat by the river, watching the birds soar high. His heart whispered, "One day, I will fly too." Born to a daily wage laborer, Aditya's family struggled to afford 2 meals a day. His father worked tirelessly at a construction site, and his mother stitched clothes to make ends meet. Education was never a priority in his family, but Aditya was different. Every evening, he would borrow books from the village library and read under the dim glow of a kerosene lamp. His favorite book was about airplanes and how they worked. One day, he told his father, "I want to become a pilot." His father sighed and said, "Son, dreams are for the rich. We can barely survive." Aditya's heart ached, but he made a silent promise, "No matter what, I will make this dream come true." Part 2. The First Flight of Struggles. Aditya studied hard and secured the highest marks in his school. His principal recognized his potential and arranged for a scholarship at a city school. The city was overwhelming. He struggled with English, had no proper clothes, and was mocked for his background. But he refused to break. He worked as a newspaper boy in the mornings, studied in school during the day, and worked as a helper in a restaurant at night. People called him foolish for dreaming so big. A poor boy flying planes. Impossible. They laughed. But Aditya knew one thing: a storm only makes an eagle fly higher. Part 3. The Road to the Sky. After years of struggle, Aditya passed his exams with flying colors and got a partial scholarship at an aviation academy. But even with the scholarship, the fees were beyond his reach. He took up odd jobs, washing cars, tutoring kids, and even working as a cleaner at the academy itself. Many times, he had no food to eat, no place to sleep. But he never let go of his dream. Then came the biggest challenge, the final pilot training test. It required hours of practice in a real flight simulator. But Aditya had no money left to pay for it. Determined, he approached the academy director and said, "Give me a chance. If I fail, I will walk away forever." The director, moved by his dedication, allowed him to take the test. Aditya aced it. Finally, after years of sweat and sacrifice, he became a certified pilot. Part 4. The Real Test. Getting a job was harder than he thought. Most airlines preferred candidates from elite backgrounds. Rejection letters piled up. One interviewer asked mockingly, "A village boy flying a commercial aircraft. Are you serious?" But Aditya never lost hope. He kept improving, kept learning, and kept knocking on doors. Then one day, he received a call from a leading airline. He was hired. The boy who once struggled for food was now flying high above the clouds. When he piloted his first flight, he looked down at the vast earth below and whispered, "Papa, I made it." Part 5. Giving Back to the Roots. Years later, Aditya did not just stop at success. He wanted to give back. He opened a flight school for underprivileged children, ensuring that no child with big dreams would be held back by poverty. One day, a young boy asked him, "Sir, how did you become a pilot?" Aditya smiled and said, "By believing in myself, even when no one else did." Final message. Aditya's story teaches us that dreams don't belong to the rich or the privileged. They belong to those who refuse to give up. So, if life pushes you down, remember, you are not meant to crawl, you are meant to fly. Are you ready to take off towards your dreams?